All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and non-binaries. It is April 1st, 2023, and I am Oliver in a bunker I like to call Studio 72. The People's Republic of Portland, Oregon, or the People's Republic of Multnomah County. Just depends on what kind of mood you're in. I don't know. I thought I would chime in. I've been watching one of my favorite legal minds, one of my on YouTube, and the guy's a real genius. He's a prosecutor before he became criminal defense, so I follow him. And he was talking about this Trump indictment, right? This has created this buzz. This has created this little hysteria. And, you know, there's a lot of weirdness to it. It's very odd. It's kind of like there's all this stuff going on. But I just thought that I would kind of do a quick little rebuttal. See if I could do it just in a couple of minutes, maybe 5. But the question is, is like, why would Trump have as an attorney on Fox News, for example? Because I think his name was Tacopina? Tacopina? Mr. Tacopina? I think it's Tacopina. And I like the guy. I mean, he's kind of got the New Jersey kind of brilliant legal kind of persona. I don't know if that's a very good description. Strike that. But I saw him on there, and I was listening to him, and he was going back and forth. It was Meet the Press, actually. I'm sorry. It was with Dumb Nuts there. Who is that? That's what's his name? Meet the Press, and he was getting drilled. You know, he was getting drilled about how is this not a crime? And he was having to explain it. So a good legal counsel is going to say, shut it, turn off your Fifth Amendment. You know, it's like good legal advice is going to be conservative. It's going to tell you things that are not risky. You know, it's like you really need to have a good legal mind in the casino, kind of like there where someone's doing like craps or shooting dice for tens of thousands of dollars. You need the attorney there going, well, you know, I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't put you on Meet the Press. I wouldn't have your attorneys doing this. It's good advice, but that's not the style of the Trump campaign. And here's why it's more important. Because it sounds like we're getting rumors of what they've done before is that they're going to put a corrupt judge in to do a corrupt gag order and say nobody can talk about it publicly. Faucet wrenched off if that happens, which it will happen. They're going to try. It's undemocratic, un-American, and there's a whole lot of big money that would like to place cameras in the courtroom. We'll see if there's even how that plays out. There's all kinds of these different questions that are going to come up, but that's months down the line. This is a major Banana Republic move, and people are not totally understanding the seriousness of the situation. This has never been done before. One state, regardless of how you feel about President Trump. This is not the way we do business in America. This is not the way we handle even our enemies, our political adversaries. The leading frontrunner in a presidential election for 2024, who's probably got 100 million voters right now ready to check his box on the ballot. This isn't how we do it. This is how a banana republic. And that's a reference to militant. The judges are removed, kind of like what Israel's trying to do right now. Yeah, I mean, Benjamin Netanyahu wants to get rid of the courts or shuffle up, get rid of people, make them disappear that are judges that disagree with him. That's a banana republic. It might be kosher, might be a kosher banana, right? But that's a banana republic of what he's trying to get going there, maybe already. So when we start arresting and controlling political adversaries, popular people in the country, politically, and outside of it, then we've crossed a paradigm. And if they start smacking down gag orders, nobody's going to be able to talk about anything legally. It's going to be shut down with gag orders. And of course, they probably want to do that. They have no idea the blowback that's coming. Or if they do know there's a blowback coming, they're intentionally doing this. I have no idea. But Trump is going to do reverse-eye Jedi mind trick, reverse-eye Patriot Jedi mind trick. He is going to flip this over. Anything that they do, anything, mugshots, bring it, bitches. Bring it. He's going to flip this and then smack it upside your face, right? Like a dead mackerel, right? It's not going to go well. It's not going to go well for you folks. And it's the coolness of MAGA needs to remain cool. Don't do anything stupid. Tomorrow, keep it chill. MTG, Taylor Greene, Representative Taylor Greene. She's Marjorie Taylor Greene. I like to do shortened. I don't know. Sorry. I guess some people think it's disrespectful. I'm sorry. There's going to do a little event in New York, I think tomorrow. And there'll be more of that momentum that's going to grow. And everything needs to be kept cool because there's going to be false flag operatives that are going to try to pull some funky shit. And we know that because that's what they do every time. It's not a conspiracy, okay? It's not a conspiracy. We know this shit. This is how they roll. You got to be smart and know how they roll. And we know how they roll. So, and the other question that L3, L cubed, Lionel Legal. I call him L3 because it's 3 L's in the that he asked is keep your sons off of this and don't let them speak on them. Don't let them have the mic. No, now's the time to have the mic, guys. Now's the time to call in to Tim Pool. That was a great interview with Don Jr. I think it was last night or the night before. I think it was last night. Called in and like for a brief little phone call, it turned into like an hour and he answered all kinds of questions. He was right on the money. It's a banana republic and our entire country is on the brink of collapse. It's that serious. And that reality check, once that sinks in to the voter block and the voter base and the independents and the swing voters, it's going to change hearts and minds. It changed mine. It changed mine. When I see someone that's genuine, it changes hearts and minds in the political field. And there's no greater way to show that you are an outsider and an independent than when they come and lock you up and take your mugshot and do your fingerprints and treat you like a punk bitch. Okay? You're no longer with Deep State. Sorry, guys. No, Trump's not in Deep State because unless you want to say this whole thing's a charade, and then you're a dumb nuts. Then you're a dumb nuts because this ain't the only problem that's coming down the pipeline for old Donnie. They got all kinds of obstacles and little boogeymen popping out boxes. But what's really odd about this case is that Stormy Large has not once but twice now signaled that there was never any affair. It never happened recently. So is she trying to avoid having to say and testify who her handlers were? I mean, we know Avenatti, I think he's in prison. I don't know how he's tweeting. It's pretty cool. When you're in prison, you can tweet out cool, like Slayer tweets. Pretty impressive there, dude. Pretty impressive. But yeah, he's tweeting somehow, and I'm pretty sure he's in prison. But we know his connections with the DNC. But who was right there? Who was Monica Lewinsky's handler? I forgot her name, and I was going to look it up, and I didn't. There was one woman there that was guiding the little smeared mascara and smeared lipstick little intern all the way through it. She was her emotional support rock. Right? There was one woman there. And who was the one woman here with Dusty Saddles? Right? I mean, Stormy Saddles. No, Dusty Stormy Saddles. Whoever it is. No, we know who it is. And I don't think it's good to attack her. I think she's a good-looking woman. I don't think we should call her any weird animal-faced looking. I don't think she's ugly. I mean, what's wrong with you guys? Come on. And don't say that. My God, that's just so rude. Publicly, on a stage. It's like, don't do that. It's tacky. I agree with Lionel on that one. It's like, don't attack women that are involved in controversy in your past. Not when you've got millions and millions of viewers. Come on, guys. But listen, there's weird stuff going on. If Dusty Saddles is saying that she was never there, well, was she or was she not? You know, and I think there probably was a casual kind of a quickie. I don't think it was some sort of romance or affair. I think it was probably what, you know, tacky. They call it a quickie. It's a very rude, harsh, sexist, degrading term. I would never use that outside of a political analysis. But a quickie, a boom boom, a little pop pop. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me, but I don't know. Maybe there was some secret thing when she was out boating for weeks. I doubt it. I doubt it. But whatever. But it is kind of important. That part there is not really a whatever. Was it a 30-minute encounter? I'm struggling with how to define those brief moments. You know, what exactly happened? You know, and she was on 60 Minutes. She looked like she'd been on Molly and partying, listening to EDM. I mean, her pupils were like, boom! But I think she was on 60 Minutes. This was years ago, and she spilled the beans. I mean, the guy was like, well, what's his penis look like? I mean, I'm serious. They asked her about what the penis looked like, genitalia looked like. It's like, what kind of fucker asked that? But I'm pretty sure they asked that. And she kind of awkward chuckle or whatever, and like, he's normal, it was normal, or something like this. It was years ago, but I'll never forget it completely. It was just so damn weird because I recognized her eyeballs, the pupils. I recognized that. They were flying saucer and discs. So there's only certain medications that do that. But regardless, whatever. So what happened, the longevity of it and all that. All of that happened, none of that was against the law. None of it was even a misdemeanor. The statute of limitations is all run out. It's run out. It's a state issue. This is setting a precedent that any woke jackass DA from any state or county can come in and flex their muscles and harass the adversaries. Like a hit. That's a mafia hit. It's a political hit job. And we can't go down that lane. This has to be rebuked. Like we're rebuking Satan in the name of Jesus. Can I get a witness? We rebuke you, Braggs. And it will come back on them. This is going to come back on them tenfold. I mean, the Spirit works in amazing ways. And it'll be peaceful, and it'll be spiritual. And you'll see it came from the spirit world. But it's coming back on them. Braggs personally and everybody else. It'll bounce back and stick to them. Because it's just too batshit crazy to make sense. Okay, 13 minutes. God, I'm so sorry. See how that happens? I wanted to do a 5-minute. But I just want to do a quick rebuttal. And that's it. You know, there's a reason to get out in front of the cameras now. It was a good job. Tacopina? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. I think it's Tacopina. I like that name, by the way. That's a cool name. Speak, preach, rail. Now's the time because the gag orders are coming, and then they're going to be trying to lock up people for talking about it. So even the sons may be facing gag orders. So I applaud them all. And if you haven't seen the Tim Pool piece, check that out. I think it was last night. He called in for about an hour, about midway, I think. I ended up falling out, but then they had a bunch of other stuff. It was a pretty good episode last night. Anyway, that's it, man. I just wanted to give just a quick little 1-2 on that. And now it's 14 minutes. Peace out. Stay safe. I hope you guys are staying safe. It's kind of spooky out there.